What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another City Skylines video. I hope you're still enjoying this series, and I hope you enjoyed the last episode where we did some expanding upon our sister town of Ocean Township. I think this build is going in a good direction, and I like it, and I'm ready to do some more expanding. Today we got some problems to fix. Apparently some crap has been going down in these cities as I've been gone. So we're gonna deal with those issues. We are also going to focus on our farm today because we neglected it. We haven't expanded it too much, and I really want to get rid of this industry over here and make this farm our main gig, our main drive, our main jav. So we're going to do that. We're also going to expand Ocean Township here and also, kind of clean it up, make these dirt roads turn into beautiful roads and all that jazz. And I think we're going to expand on this side as well because our farm industry only goes thus far. So this is perfect area for expanding our citizens or expanding our streets, and also maybe we can get like a little park or something in here. I think that would be beautiful. So we're going to do that, and then towards the end of this episode we're going to unlock I think this square right here and kind of get an idea down of how this whole part of the city is going to connect to our main downtown area, which is going to be right over here. So please, without further ado, join me on this magical quest to build the most beautiful city skyline city you've ever seen in your entire life. Let's just jump into it. Okay, so first things first, apologies if I sound a little off today. I am a little bit under the weather. I have no idea why, and it's nothing crazy, so no need to worry about that. But I not feeling too great, just my nose is a little stuffed up. So if you notice any extra nasally today, that's certainly why. So we had some trash problems in here, and it's because our trash dump, our landfill, is completely full. And we don't have incinerators yet, incineration plant, but we do have the recycler, which I believe I got off of the Steam shop. But I don't know if this is going to suffice for all of the problems that we have going on here. So I think even though we did want to remove this industry over here, we're going to have to put another trash dump here and get rid of some of those businesses, which we're going to get rid of anyways. Next order of business is a lot of people are dead. Our city's dead. Well, it's not dead. The city's still here, but the people within it are dead. Which is not good, and it's probably because we don't have a cemetery. I don't know, I guess I unlocked this before, probably in the last episode, and just completely and utterly forgot to implement it. So I believe we are going to put it over here right next to the high school, because I want the children and the students in this high school to kind of get a better grip on what their future is going to be, right? They grew up in this small town. They went to elementary school, which is over here. They went to high school. Maybe they started working on the farm, and they worked on the farm their whole life, and then they ended over here. They ended up over here. It's a sad and gruesome outcome for our citizens, but it's realistic. It's life. These are the expectations we're setting for our citizens here. And you know what? Makes them humble. Makes them humble people. Makes them hardworking. That's all we can ask for here in our beautiful City Skylines town. I also noticed that we hadn't filled in these spots in any of the previous episodes. And I think I was going to reserve them for more commercial. But honestly, I'm just going to put some houses here. I think it'll be fine. Just kind of need to round that space out just a little bit better. But okay, so now we have a cemetery. Now we have some trash management going on over here. So hopefully all these problems that we have popped up here will just, disappear as the episode's going on. We got the trucks going. They're on their routes. They're picking up people's diapers, both children and adults. And we're all the same. We're all in the same position out here. So while that's getting all tidied up and whatnot, we are going to focus on the farm. And I think what I'm going to do is, as I expand the farm, I don't have enough raw materials. Okay, well, so they need more crops, so that's good to know. As we expand this, I'm also going to disband this. So I'm going to start by just removing some of the industry here. Nothing crazy, just some of the outskirts. Because we want those people working at these factories and stuff to lose their jobs. So they were forced to come work on the farm. So let's get our farm tab open here. And it seems like, here, let's go into the industry tab. It seems like we are producing 26 tons of crop. And that's going basically out for sale, most of it, and then a few tons of it are going to the animal products, which is our small animal pasture here. But this could definitely use with some expanding. So we're going to go back actually into our industry tab here and our farming tab. And we haven't really unlocked a whole lot here, so I think we're just going to go ham, placing down some fields. Ooh, look at that. Literally, they all fit perfectly here. And I think I'm going to want to make them kind of as... charger. I have a charger in the back that's making like a high-pitched noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I was like, what the hell is it? Sounds like a kettle that's ready with boiling water. Anyways, that's for charging some stuff because I have a video gig tonight. Oh, congratulations! You can now make more things. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is so good, guys. We can actually make some stuff out of our products now, out of our crops. We have a flour mill, a bakery. Workers' barracks is good because you can house people on property and kind of make your whole system more efficient by having the workers there already doing the work. We got the cattle shed and the small barn. This is all amazing stuff, guys. All amazing stuff. All right, so we got all of our fields here looking the same, pretty much. These ones I'll just keep the way that they are. And I'm building a grid with this farm because in the past I've, maybe tried to shove farms in areas where they didn't actually really fit snugly. Like I had roads with angles, and there ended up being like weird gaps all over the place because you only have these rectangular or square shaped assets to put down for the industry. So we're trying to build this as grid-like as possible. Obviously over here things are gonna be a little bit different along the road, but for the most part we're going grid on this. And I'm gonna I say all that and then I'm hitting every single button that's not I'm so sorry. Hitting every button that's not the one I wanted to hit. Yeah, so we're just gonna get these straight line roads in here. Not gonna worry about connecting it over here. But I'm also not going to worry about having too many connections all over the place because this is a very slow moving area, and there's not really a lot of traffic that comes out of these farms and these fields, so don't really have to worry too much about like how your road layout is. It's most likely not just going to work out okay. Maybe we should get a little workers' barracks area going. And perhaps we can use these like off-gridded angled roads over here to pull that off. So we can build right up to the grid line here. We did de-zone some of that, I guess. But this is going to be our workers' barracks area. And we're going to kind of make it seem like a miniature kind of campus. I made that the perfect size. Look at that. Perfect size to fit 2 barracks in there. And usually with my barracks, I'm running out of money fast, y'all. Oh god. I got $660 to my name. What I like to do typically is make these barracks have their own little kind of like community over here. How long was that? 180. We'll go 180 that way too. So I might want to put some shops here or something, or maybe a park, to kind of give them like their own kind of secluded community that is within the farm area. And right before I go from here, I'm just going to make sure these people have a path, so they don't have to like walk all the way down here, all the way over here, all the way over here to get to work. They can just scoot down the road over here. And what I'll end up probably doing as well is getting a bus line in here, so just for the workers, so that they can get from A to B within the fields, the in-pleasant fields. No problemo, mate is what I was trying to say, but mat is what I'm going with. Anyways, we need more money. And it seems like we also have a humongous demand for residential. So I believe we're going to come over here and expand. Now, I made some choices over here, like with not connecting all these roads up in the last episode, which, I think is fine, but we're not gonna really hug exactly to that over on this side. And I'm gonna kind of take this road as like our through road for this area. And it's not gonna be a big cul-de-sac, but there's gonna be fewer connections around just to spare traffic and kind of not make everything look so, like perfectly aligned and placed over here. This is the downtown for Ocean Township. This is just gonna be a humongous, like, oh gosh, my nose, I'm sorry guys. It's gonna be humongous, oh god. Yeah, that's what we're going with, humongous development, suburban development over here. So we're gonna get kind of like our main through road, which I think I want to have it connect. Well, I'm going to put it up to here, right? Right. And I'm going to pull this over here, and I'm going to try and get this on a 90-degree angle connection. And maybe I have to kind of do that and then do that just to make sure it's straight. And then I'm also going to get a connection over here. So this is kind of going to be like our main connector road through this development, and I guess we'll have kind of like an adjacent one here as well. We'll have these will be our 2 main connector roads, and we will end up making these 4-laners. So just so we remember that, I'm going to just make the ends 4 lanes so it looks weird and we'll know to come back to it. But yep, so those are going to be our main through roads, and for the rest of this I'm just going to go through and kind of put together a loose and a fun suburban beautiful development. Right, so here is our suburban layout. Maybe I'll add another road through here for cracks and gacks. I actually forgot to fill in this big circle as well. So we'll do that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything calculated or perfect. Did I just say perfect? I probably did, but that's because I'm imperfect, just like this. And this is kind of just what regular housing developments look like, especially where I'm from. you'll just see windy road looking developments all over the place, and it's fine, adds a little bit more pizzazz to what is sometimes just a grid. Like, this is fine in its own way, and so is this. But as you can see here, I left this open because I think this is going to be where our park is. We're going to get a relatively big park here, but they kind of have to be this size to be fully optimizable. So, we have our park DLC here, and yep, we have our city park, and there's a decent amount of stuff to be able to put in here, and I typically like to end up putting all this stuff in here, so you need some space to do that. I think what I'm going to end up doing, though, is not making this such an angle. I'm not sure just yet. I'll probably decide at some point in this episode, but either I want to make it straight here and then connect up to this road and make it kind of more like a box, or I'll just leave it like that, and because we'll freestyle it, because I put it there like that in the last episode just so we could have some kind of connection between these two areas over here, and that was the easiest connection. And I don't like how it looks right there, so we'll think about adjusting it, but for now I think that's good. So we are just going to get the water pipes in. Crap, we're out of money. Okay, I got most of it. There's this little gap right here that I still need to fill in right there too, but the neighborhoods themselves are all covered, so that's good. So we're out of money, so we're gonna hit play, and we are going to just, as quickly as we can start filling this in. Right, there's that first neighborhood filled in. We're also probably going to want to consider just where we're going to end up putting things like parks and city amenities. We don't have to right now because we literally don't have any money to do it. But I think these kind of main roads here might just be our ticket to adding such things. And I think right here we have the perfect opportunity as well to get a little miniature downtown in here. Now this is going to be a part of Ocean Township, and Ocean Township has a downtown, but it also does have a sister downtown over here. So I think this is just a logical spot to put some shops, because it can service these areas well, and these people don't have to come walking all the way over here to get to their jobs or to get to their shopping. But also it could service the industry that we got going on here as well, with some shops and stuff. So I think that will be a good spot for that, and actually we do have demand for some commercial, so let's just plop some in. I don't want to fill up the whole space here, but we'll get enough for a few shops, and we are only going to do it on these roads here, these three sides, because this is going to be our park there. So we'll leave it like that for now, and we will maybe continue down this road a little bit more. We also might want to end up getting a school, another elementary school over here, perhaps even a library, because I don't think we have a library yet, as well as our parks and stuff. So actually we can afford this Japanese garden right now, and I think we're gonna get that in here because we need to give these people some incentive to come move here, because we need money, we need people. Let's go check our budget, and it looks like we're at 11%, and I think I did that on purpose, but we know we can go up to 12, so we're going to go up to 12. Let's also check our budget here. How much electricity do we have? We don't have a lot of electricity, and we don't have a lot of water, so we really can't mess with these metrics here because we need all that we're producing. Honestly, the rest of this is probably fine. I don't often mess with the budget unless I really need to, because your options are either you put services in but control their use through the budget, or you don't use the budget and you control your demand for city services through putting services down when they're needed or taking them away. Is that more expensive? Probably. Is it easier? Hell yeah, it is. I think so, at least. So we got this all plotted out here, and hopefully that fills up relatively quickly. We do have some monies here, so I'm just going to come through and properly upgrade this road. This will be our main street through this area. If you would like to have this street named after you, let me know down in the comments below, and I will shortly make sure that happens. But okay, we got this arterial roads here. This one too is gonna kind of act as some kind of arterial road. So I'm going to upgrade it just to there. And that's good too, because we have a two-lane or two-way crossing here. So we have dedicated lanes now for each way with that 4-lane road. I just think this 4-lane road is like the pinnacle of realism when it comes to this game. Let's check on our farm now and see how we're doing over here. In Pleasant Fields is a level 2 now, and we did unlock some stuff, didn't we? So we are making a profit, which is good, and we have a lot of workers in here, which is also really good. And I think we can give them some more jobs. Let's keep the game running because we need to keep making money out here. And let's look at what we got now. So we've put some barracks in. We now have the flour mill, which takes the crops and turns it into flour. We also have the cattle shed, which also acts as our small pasture here, in that it turns crops into animal products. And basically that's how the industries in City Skylines goes, is you have a few different things that you can do or make, and then you upgrade just better ways to create those things. So like we already could make crops, and we couldn't make flour yet. Oh, what the hell, guys? This is blowing up. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing. Look, we have a lemonade factory now. We have a milking parlor. We have a medium crop field. We have a medium fruit field as well. Oh, this is amazing. We are moving. Just move on up. We're moving on up, y'all. So, but look at this. This thing, the cattle shed, turns crops. You can see at the top left there, turns crops into animal products. And then this here, the milk parlor, also turns crops into animal products. But this one creates 3,200 units per week of products, and this one does 4,000. So it's just upgraded ways to make more of what you're making, right? So we are going to get some of this John's in here. And I had the idea of making this area over here more of our like processing area, but this is fertile field as well. Fertile. So I probably want to end up putting more fields in here at some point. But we have this empty space here, and I think this could be perfect for our industrial processing area. So we're going to create a road connection right here, get all of our snappings back on, and we're just going to have this kind of preliminary entrance road here, and then we're going to work off from here. And I'm not going to plan too far in advance, but I'm going to get a couple roads down here and leave some space so we have optimal area for plopping things down. And we are also going to need to expand this industry area into this square as well. And you can see we're getting the notification that there's not enough buyers for this product. So this kind of means that there's not enough people that want to specifically buy crops, and it also means that we're not taking these crops and making them into different products that people might actually be interested in buying. So we really need to get some of this other stuff in here, like, hey, maybe people don't want to buy raw crop, but they want to buy flour, so we're gonna get that down. And we'll keep this as our flour row here. We'll get a few of them. And then over here, I mean, we have the cattle shed, but maybe we should just go straight for the milking parlor, just so we can optimize. It's bigger. Not enough money. Okay, well, at least we got one of each in there. And this will be, our processing area. We'll get this filled up, and perhaps we will fill up this square and maybe some of this too. It's also close to the highway too, which is helpful. But as you can see here, we're definitely going to need to start managing this traffic soon. We only have one exit and entrance out of our city right now. And that's okay for the moment, but we're definitely going to need to expand that soon. And I think one way we're going to do that is to just get maybe an exit lane over here. And in fact, I think we should maybe just do that now, just to maybe help future-proof ourselves. And getting this exit out of here, right here, will just be helpful because some people that want to come to the city might only just want to come over here to this area. And we don't want them to have to drive from over here all the way down this road and all the way over here, when they can just take the highway and then get off the exit here. And we've tried to space that apart as much as possible, but I was also trying to mind the topography because this starts going up on an incline there. So I think that's spaced out enough for now, at least. And we're just going to come here with the Move It mod, kind of clean things up. It's going to be a pretty low used exit probably, so it doesn't need to be anything fancy, and it's just going to plop out right there. But just for future proofing as well, we're going to hit that with that giveaway sign so people stop before they come in. Excellent. And we could consider perhaps doing a similar thing over here as well. In fact, we'll do that if we need to, but I'm not gonna now because I don't want to ruin the aesthetics of our city. Okay, back to what we were doing before. We gotta keep this thing moving because we need more monies, and the money is coming in good. Like, I gotta say, we are making good money, and I appreciate that. But we're gonna start seeing some traffic problems here soon, I think, and I believe our best course of action would be to get a traffic light in here. I know a traffic light, it's not really my thing. I try to stay away from it, but we got sewage problems. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. Actually, we'll deal with it now because I want to keep the game running and I don't want to keep it paused. Let's get the eco-friendly Johns out here. This thing also, I disconnected it from the power, which is probably the actual problem that we're having right now. But we also just did need more sewage anyways. So we're gonna hook that up like so. And hopefully now we'll just have an abundance of sewage treatment. Oh yeah, bud, look at that. We could also definitely do with getting another water tower in here. And I think I'm just gonna put it one right next to the other one. We'll have our dual tower here for our representing our dual cities going on here. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be inspiring. So I was talking about doing a traffic light here before, and you know what? I know this is kind of more of like a Northern American city, but if I'm being an actual smart City Skylines player, I would make this a roundabout. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this 4-lane road in here, and we are going to use our roundabout builder mod and see how big we want to make it. And I think that's actually fine like that. Plop her in. It makes us a beautiful roundabout automatically, and we can get moving on with our lives. So we have this roundabout, but we want to make sure before we just move on with our lives that this thing is set up correctly. Okay, so we're going to come in here to our traffic manager mod, and we're going to select the priority signs tab here. We're going to hover over our roundabout. We're going to hold Option or Alt and then Shift, and you see our roundabout's now highlighted. And if we click, that's going to automatically put down our giveaway signs, which is very helpful. And then what we're going to do, and I know there's other ways to do this, but we're going to come through here and we're just going to manually make sure that this is off. And this is basically what tells cars that they can just drive through an intersection. Now, we don't want them driving just through here. We want them to stop here and give way to the roundabout. But we do want the people in the roundabout to keep moving. So we turn it off here, keep it on there, and hopefully that doesn't give us any problems in the future. And then we're just going to go through and make sure our lanes are correct. So typically I would, if I have a 2-lane road coming in, I would have the roundabout be 1 extra lane than that, so a 3-laner. But we have 3 lanes coming in here, so I felt like I had to make this 4. So I think we are okay with keeping this the way that it is, with this lane right here being a straight on and a turn. Though if it becomes a problem in the future, I will be changing it. So we'll just keep our eyes on that. We'll hit go. All the cars are going to dance around for a second, but then they're going to start swirling around down this beautiful, beautiful roundabout. And look at that. Suddenly, there's no traffic here and everything's flowing. Look, there's actually, all the cars are basically gone. They all were like, wow, we can actually get through here now. Let's get the out of here. You know what I'm saying? So look at that. That's going to help us a lot until we get a second connection into the city, which is probably going to be over here. And maybe a few connections, smaller connections throughout the highway as well, just for maximum efficiency. Now, Ski, I think we'll go ahead and we'll remove some more of this industry because we need more people getting their arses up in this, John. We also have some demand for commercial zone as well. So I think I'm going to expand a little bit over here. So we just put some small ones on the outside to kind of like signify that that's the end of this commercial area, and I think that will look good. We got our park there. We did need also a school over here, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. What I am going to work on now, though, is getting some more people, some more houses zoned up in this place. And we'll get a few houses down this main road too, because why not? You know, who cares? Okay, but that's gonna do for our residential demand there, and we'll kind of help round out this area. I think once I fill in these main roads here, I'm gonna get a better idea of kind of like how these developments are gonna look, because right now it kind of looks like it was just made and the roads aren't even done being made yet. It's kind of like a really new development, you know? And I like the idea of keeping it with that aesthetic for a little bit, but eventually I'm gonna wanna, you know, fill in the trees and maybe put some paths in here and fill up this road here and kind of just fully round it off into a beautiful established neighborhood. Okay, now that we got more people moving in here, we got a couple more businesses over here. Looks like some of our problems over here have gone away, though we still don't have enough buyers for these products. Let's read this. Goods are piling up, zone more commercial to create places that sell goods. Well, I think we could do that. I've noticed over here that I had this outside area completely empty, with, you know, empty from buildings and from trees, just from everything except our beautiful zit rock. But I think what we could do to round this area out more is just to get more commercial in here. And I think that's totally cool, totally fine. We'll get, stuff next to the high school so the peeps can, the kids can come and buy, their Twizzlers and whatever kids are eating these days. And we will kind of just round out this main street here, and it will be a destination. And I think that will be just enough commercial for us that it will kill our demand and also kill our problem over here. Maybe we expanded too fast here, which, leads me to believe that we might, this might be a slow expansion, but we are also going to be building other stuff in this area, like more pastures. And pastures, like we said before, are good because they're going to use our crops to make other products. So let's get 2 more in there. All right, so we got some, oh god, lots of mooing. It's weird because they're like very reverbed as well. There's like, sounds like they're in a humongous canyon, but they're just out here in a field. Interesting quality choices, City Skylines. Not quality choices, just choices. Very, very interesting is what I say. Oh, golly netters. We got big sewage problems over here. Why is that? What? Didn't we just put a new sewage plant in? Oh, you know what? We've definitely run out of power. Yeah, so we're gonna pause. And I think our only good option here is to put just another coal-fired power plant in here. I know we're trying to phase this area out and that we've put a couple more things in this area, but look, we need these and we're gonna, oh my god, is that a 3rd upgrade? Yeah, we're level 4 now, so that's the 3rd upgrade in this episode. This is absolutely exciting. What have we unlocked? I didn't even look at it, but we can look over here and see now that we have unlocked large barn and slaughterhouse. Again, 40. Now we got 4,800 units per week potential with building one of these bad boys. And maybe, oh crap, this thing is huge. Okay, it's definitely gonna need like its own designated spot, which maybe we can think about building next time. But the last thing that I wanted to do in this episode was to buy this square right here. Boomski, baby. Wasn't even that expensive. And we are going to kind of just think about where we're going to be headed next with this series. We are going to put our downtown here, and it looks like we have that access to the highway, which could be really interesting because we could preliminarily, yeah, we can put a preliminary junction here that could eventually serve this part of the town, but also help ease the congestion over here. If there's a car right here that wants to get over here, maybe it's quicker for them to get off the road and take the road that way right now instead of coming down the highway, or not, but we'll see. So what I know for a fact is that we are going to get a decent sized road. We actually don't have a lot unlocked right now, so maybe we won't plop it down, but we're probably going to get either a 4 or a 6 lane road, and it's going to come through here, and it's going to be the kind of main smaller arterial road connecting this side of town to this side of town. And we do have the highway that will serve that, but this one will also be, it could be if these people want to get over here, it could be, we could have a road that comes up here, and it could be if these people want to get over here. The highway doesn't really serve these people in Ocean Township. It just serves people coming out of the city and maybe the people of Asbury Park. Oh my frickin' goodness. Guys, we are officially a busy town. We ain't no lazy, we ain't no empty, no dead town no more. Remember at the beginning of this episode when we were a dead town? No, we ain't a dead town, we're a busy town. downtown. And we've unlocked some cool stuff like oil specialization. Well, I remember last episode when we unlocked the ability to mine for ore. Well, now we're getting into oil, the gold of the modern world. We also have lots of policies. We have, look at this, we have the roads that we were just talking about, how we didn't have them unlocked. Well, we got them unlocked now. Lots of roads. We got zonable pedestrian roads. Those are from the Steam Workshop. We got our more higher density buildings, like our police headquarters and our huge firehouse, oil power plant, lots of parks and stuff. This is a really, really, really good milestone to hit, and it's perfect timing for us to start expanding in this direction. So we have this industry area here right now, which is kind of going to hinder our ability to plan off of this roundabout. But what we can do for starters is extend this road out this way, and it's just going to be a straight road that's going to kind of it's going to go about to here. And then this arterial road idea is going to run perfectly in between the highway and this mound here. And it's going to curve, it's going to come just about like that. And it's going to continue this way as well and probably connect like that. But we need to get rid of this stuff first. So that's probably something we're going to have to do next episode. But for right now, we can kind of give an idea as to where it's going to go by plopping it just to that point. And this will be our beautiful arterial road that will connect up our areas together and give us the opportunity to start building our downtown very, very soon. Are you excited? Because I am very, very excited. Oh, and would you look at that? That is our timer to let us know to frickin' stop recording this video. Are you hype about this video being over? Because I'm actually a little bit sad about it. I am not feeling great today, so I'm gonna go chill a little bit before doing this video gig later. But I've really been enjoying making these videos, and I think that our city here is really coming to life. I really like how we added this kind of like suburban neighborhoods over here, and I just think that we are heading in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Of course you do. Alright, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've been enjoying this series. If you have, make sure to smash the like button, but do not subscribe, okay? I've seen a couple of you subscribing, and I don't get it, because the content, I don't know if you want to see more of it, you know? So that's really a decision you have to think about, but that's just my personal opinion. My name's been Coop. You've been watching the City Skylines video, and we will catch you in the next episode. Goodbye, y'all.